Hello, 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 and welcome to the afternoon session of day one in the second test match between Alex's 11 and Dan's 11 at the Woldingham Dome. Alex's 11 won the toss, chose to bat, and find themselves on 86 for 4 after a stuttering start. Let's go straight back to the action and see what they can do with the rest of their innings. Looks like Gurpal Singh's going to get us going again. Starts with one down leg to Saeed, opt not to take the bite. Bit of a loosener to get going again, Gurpal Singh. Not unusual in this format. Oh, that's a lovely shot. That might even be the shot of the morning. What a response from Saeed. He's fighting hard for a bit of form here. Tough start to the series for him, but he has absolutely nailed. That's a lovely shot. Good effort from Neil Murphy at mid-off. Acrobatic again. Not afraid to put his body on the line, Murphy, but not able to get to that. That has barely left the turf. Lovely strike from Saeed. Oh, but that's a good response. That's a cracker from Gurpal Singh. Little bit. Pulled his length back ever so slightly there. More of a length ball. Oh, follows it up with a full one. He's really going for the crease line here. First ball that was hit to the boundary was a full toss, but he's responded with two absolute crackers that have really nailed that crease line spot on. Oh, and he's got him. Oh, good bowling. It's not great from Saeed. He's anticipated the outswinger and gone too far across, but you've still got to find it, and Gurpal Singh has done that expertly. Yeah, he's just wandered over too far. Sloppy from Saeed, but a big wicket. Gurpal Singh gets his rewards. 90 for 5. Alex's 11 right in a hole here. And here we go. Mir's playing to the crowd here. This is a moment we've been waiting for. Randolph West will be bowling at his son. And doesn't start to him particularly well. Down leg. Both of them on debut. What a moment this is for the pair of them. Both will be desperate to come out of this on top, and Bevan West gets the early advantage. Nailed for 4. Full toss, and he's timed it well. Second one we've seen him put through that cover region. Plays nicely through there. Randolph West will be looking for a bit of revenge. Oh, nearly found it. Slower ball, and Bevan West sliced it a little bit. Good response from Randy. Oh, beating him. Well, this is what the game is all about. Magnificent from these two. Couple of balls left to go in the over. Father to son. Oh, beating him again. It's another japper. What a couple of deliveries they are from Randolph West. A wicket-keeper by trade and a history of knee injuries. Doesn't do much bowling. You wouldn't know it from the last couple of balls. Oh, and a leading edge as well. Well, he's finished that over brilliantly. Randy West probably came out on top of that, but didn't get the wicket. And that's the most important thing. 94 for 5, and Bevan West still there. Going to come round the wicket now and see if he has better luck. Oh, what about that? I think that's a drop. He's absolutely hammered it, Elliot Fox. It's Ramsey at cover. Probably harsh to call this a drop. I wonder if he's got a hand on it. Oh, he has. I think it's gone straight through him. Well, if we're being ultra critical, I think we have to say that's a drop catch. He's got nowhere near it, in truth. That's beaten him before he's seen it. Elliot Fox gets away with one. Harsh to call that a drop. But either way, it's 6 and Fox survives. He's placed that one a lot better. Similar delivery from Mogridge, but Fox this time a bit more careful with his placement and direction. Nowhere near Ramsey that time. 10 off the last 2 balls to finish that one. 108 for 5. It's been some good bowling though, in fairness to the batsmen that have gone before. Oh, and that's over the fence, and that's another. That is number 6, and Mir strikes for the first time in the series. Squared him up. Little bit of extra bounce there, Mears. Good bowling. West has played all around it. And that is a big wicket. And you'd feel now that that swings this game, this match, entirely in Dan's favour. It's going to take a lot of work for Alex's 11 to get back in the game here. Dan's 11 will be thinking of polishing these last 4 off as quickly as possible, and then giving themselves a big lead with the bat. It's going to take a lot of work for Alex's team to get the initiative back here, but James Maguire helped them do exactly that in the first test. Only 16 on paper, but that 16 was a massive contribution that swung that game. And he'll need to produce something similar here. Mears on a roll, his team on a roll. Disastrous morning's work for Alex's team, having won the toss and chosen to bat. Not gone to plan at all. Oh, and that's a good nut from Mears. Bowled well throughout this series. It's amazing to think that wicket of Bevan West is the first that Mears has taken in this series. He bowled really well in the first test. Let down by some drop catches and some bad luck. Deserves that wicket. And he's captained excellently today. By and large, he's made all the right moves. Oh, that's a good delivery. Mogridge does the fielding. I think Maguire did get bat on that, so I think he has saved 4 there, Mogridge. Mears a ball away from a wicket maiden. And that's exactly what he delivers. Really, really good from the captain. 108 for 6. Alex's 11 fading fast. Sam Dennis, this is the last over of the second bowling rotation, so as if it couldn't get any worse for Alex's team, they're going to have all the strike bowlers back again after this one. And Sam Dennis is no slouch himself, bowled well in the first test. Sloppy first over here. He'll be looking to put that right. And giving us 4, I think a little sliver of bat on that from Maguire. From Fox even, sorry. Bowled well in the first game, Sam Dennis. He was inventive, he tried things, got a couple of wickets. Little change of pace there. That was a slower ball, but the direction was off. Hasn't quite settled into this match yet, but when he gets it right, he's a really effective bowler. Round the wicket. Got a couple of his wickets in the last game from this angle. Oh, and that's in the air. And he's caught it. Mogridge with the catch. Fox falls into the trap. Fine leg out there. And Fox couldn't help himself. He's hit it straight to him. Good catch that low down from Mogridge. That seemed to die on him a little bit. Dennis gets a breakthrough. It's another soft wicket. Good bit of bowling. Good low catch. And Fox is gone for a breezy 14. It's a couple of outswingers though. In-swinger maybe on the way. Oh, that's a ripper. What a good delivery to finish the over that is. Wow. Excellent bit of bowling from Sharif, a maiden from him. And no lets off again. It's James Ramsey, probably the pick of the bowlers today, and it's been a very strong performance from all of them. Oh, and it's another. Gets his just rewards, James Ramsey. He has been excellent today. Yeah, Callum Letts all over the place there. Just got too far across, fell over himself almost. It's a bit of an extravagant shot, but he's not been picked for his batting. And this is by no means any blame attached to him for the situation that Alex's team find themselves in. The debutant goes for a duck. James Ramsey, great start to the over for him. This has been a quite excellent performance from Dan's team, and they'll fancy knocking these 2 over quickly. Jake Butler made a pair in the first test, lasted 4 balls in total. Needs to show a bit more resilience this time around, but it's going to be tough for him with Ramsey enjoying an excellent debut. Really has been good. He's adapted so quickly to this format. Such a clever bowler. Oh, and he's cut him in half. Butler nowhere near that. They'll be hoping this is a matter of time. They'll be looking at anything under 120, Dan's team, if that. Oh, it's another beauty. He has been the best among an excellent crop from Dan's team. They have all bowled brilliantly today. All the bowlers have been spot on. It's been a complete performance. And Ramsey has been the best of them. And I think he's claimed another. Has that flicked the stumps? Yes, it has. 9 down. Butler goes for his 3rd duck in succession. And Ramsey his 3rd wicket on debut. Well, I think it's just clipped, I think the base of the stumps actually, rather than the top. I think that's just flicked the side of leg stump. What a brilliant over this has been. Butler didn't get near any of the 3 balls he's faced there, and he's gone for a duck. 114 for 9. The end beckoning to a disastrous performance from Alex's team, but James Ramsey on debut, 2.4 overs, 1 maiden, 3 for 2, and the 2 he conceded was a wide in his first over. No runs off the bat from him yet. 3 wickets, all clean bowled, all jaffers. Can't think that we've seen a player adapt to the format as quickly as James Ramsey has. This is arguably the most impressive debut we've seen in this format. Brilliant, brilliant start from him. We were excited to see how he got on in this series. High class player, high standard of club cricketer, bowling all-rounder, and he's shown every bit of his class today. It's been a top performance from James Ramsey, and the figures do it justice. Maguire plays it down the line. The only question here, can Ramsey take the last one? Probably deserves it. He's been excellent. This is a double wicket maiden with a ball to go. James Maguire, how long can you hang around for? Well, he's going to see at least 1 more over. Brilliant from James Ramsey. Unlikely we'll see him again in this innings, but he's made his mark on it. 3 for 2. Exceptional performance from him. Double wicket maiden. And just what you want to see is Alvin Sathya coming on if you're the batsman here. Oh, good delivery. Fastest bowler in the series, Sathya. Not what you want if you're James Maguire. Having just seen off Ramsey, he'll just be praying he can get through this over. Ah, good catch. And that's the end of that. 114 all out. The last 5 wickets have fallen for just 6 runs there. Diabolical from Alex's 11. Good catch that from Sathya. Sharp take off his own bowling. Well, the last 5 wickets have gone for just 6 runs, but it is hard to blame the tail in the lower order. It's the top order that have either got themselves out cheaply or got starts and thrown their wickets away. It's 114. And that is the final scorecard. Bit of a mess that from Alex's team, having won the toss and chosen to bat, but what a brilliant bowling performance from Dan's 11. James Ramsey in particular, superb. Yusuf Sharif, Alvin Sathya and Gurpal Singh also turned in excellent performances, as did all the bowlers really. Mears was also very good. Crowther as well, what a brilliant morning for him. Murphy included a maiden in those figures. Dennis got himself a wicket. Even Mogridge had a drop off his bowling. Brilliant from Dan's team. Massive disappointment for Alex's 11. Join us after the break and we'll see how Dan's 11 respond to their superb performance with the ball. Looks like it's going to be Jake Butler to start us off. Important that he bowls a good over here. Alex's 11 will be deflated after that batting effort. It's important that they set the right tone with the ball, try and launch a fight back. And that is a good start from Butler. Equally important that Sharif and Mogridge calm things down early on. Dan's 11 in such a great position here. They'll be looking at a big lead. And that'll get them on their way. First runs. 4 to Yusuf Sharif. Batted really nicely in the first test in the second innings. The run chase there. Disappointment when he was dismissed for 44. And he's timed that very nicely. So signs that he may still be in prime nick. That's beaten him. Now they're going to go. A little bit of confusion there. Sharif should get home and does. And it's a throw from West. It's overthrow. Sharif wants to go again. Mogridge not coming with him. Oh, and he's missed. I think it's James Maguire down there at long on. But he had Sharif there. We'll have another look. Confusion all over the place. All over the place there, and it was Bevan West's throw, and if James Maguire can hit the stumps here, Sharif is nowhere near. In fairness, Max Mogridge, inexperienced, does take some time to get used to this format, and the inexperience shows there. And for Sharif, a lot of wasted energy. But most important thing for him, still there. That's a bit shorter from Butler. Doesn't tend to bowl that bouncer too often. Uses it as a real surprise ball. And goes back to his in-swinger. That's his stop ball. That's where he's so good, Jake Butler. Moves it a long way. And when he's on the money, he causes problems. Targets the stumps every ball when he's at his best. And not been too far off it in that over. Some decent nuts in there from Jake Butler. It's 5 for none off the first. If they can knock Dan's 11 over for anything sort of under 160, they'll be very happy. Oh, that's a lovely shot. What a piece of timing that is. Sharif looks as though he is still in his good form from the previous test. Used the pace of the ball. Made sure it came out the middle. Timed it absolutely beautifully. Straight of mid-on. I'll tell you what, for the first handful of balls in your innings, that is a lovely piece of timing. Well played, Yusuf Sharif. And right behind that again. Looks in good nick already here. 9 for none. And we're going to have a look at the debutant, Callum Letts. Loosener down leg to start with. Looks to have a bit of pace about him. Lively cricketer. That's a good nut. Mogridge just about chomped down on that. Be some nerves for him as well. His first appearance of the series. That's good. Doesn't need to be wafting at those, Mogridge, but it's a good delivery from Letch. Drew him into it. Got a bit of shape on it as well. And they're going to pick one up here. Not called a wide, so just one bite. We're going to see James Maguire now, hero with the bat in the last test. But made a duck earlier on in this match. Reliable bowler, James Maguire. And they'll be looking for a tight over from him here. Never usually gives away too much. Solid, dependable cricketer. Started with a couple of dots here. Not quite found a radar. They haven't really bowled a threatening delivery yet, Alex's 11. Not really been a sniff of a wicket up till now. Couple of nice shots from Sharif and some lacklustre running between the pair, but other than that, it's been a fairly quiet start here. Oh, that's a better ball from Maguire. That's closer to where he needs to be. That's good length again. Improved as this over's gone on, James Maguire. Starting to probe now. And back of length that time, Mogridge right over the top of it. That was well played actually. 10 for none. Bit of a change of pace now. Nav Saeed. Not had a great start to the series or to this match. Pair in the first innings, followed by just 8 here. And got smacked around a bit in that first game, and he's not started well here. Boundary off his first ball. Sharif cashes in. Short and wide. Can't expect really anything else. Good bit of footwork from Sharif. Controlled it nicely. That's beautifully played. He got into position really early there, Yusuf Sharif. Decisive footwork. No signs of nerves here. Got right across early and made sure he hit it down. And he's put Saeed under the pump immediately here. Oh, and another short ball, and it's going to be 4. Well, that was a lot less convincing. Probably harsh to call it a drop from the wicketkeeper. Don't think he had any chance, really. Oh, and it's going to be another boundary. Boundaries off the first 4 balls of the over. Saeed under all kinds of pressure here. That was deliberately played. The first one was an under edge that he got away with. That one quite deliberate. And Saeed's response is to fire one down leg. Confidence is just not there with Nav Saeed at the minute. No runs to speak of or any particular bowling performance of note to speak of yet. And ends with another boundary. Placement from Sharif, excellent. He's raced to 28. 20 of them from that over. That's a bit of a bruiser for Nav Saeed. Yeah, He won't want to rewatch this. Couple of short balls to start with. In one sense, that's unlucky, but at the same time, it was another short and wide one. That was a clever shot from Sharif. Played that really well. And that's a lovely stroke. That was hard work for Saeed. Confidence fragile at the minute. Started his series abysmally. And that was not what they needed. And we're going to make way for the debutant now. And that's a good start from Bevan West. Good pace. Primarily a batsman, but quite capable of sending down the odd good cherry. And it's been a good start from him here, the debutant. That's good from Max Mogridge. Really solid behind that. Classical forward defence. Doesn't get too low in his stance, Mogridge. It's been a trend that the taller players have been the ones that have struggled with the bat, and their response has generally been to try and get low as possible. Mogridge tends to stay more upright, and he's flicked that one away for 4. That gets him off the mark in backyard cricket. Had to dig in so far. Hasn't had some of the freebies that Sharif has had at the other end. But he's dug in and got himself off the mark. And Maguire does the fielding. Another over goes by at Dan's 11. Well, as we expected, totally dominant at the moment. It's 6 for none, and the captain is going to take charge of things here. Alex Smith, what can he bring to the table? Oh, he's bought them a wicket, and it's a cracker. That's a brilliant delivery. Yusuf Sharif, the form batsman from the first test, and started really well here. Smith has knocked him over first ball. That's a textbook left-armer's dismissal. That perfectly landed in swing up. Sharif went across himself a bit. Good bit of bowling and a key breakthrough. Sharif's gone for 28. The danger man is 34 for 1. Big wicket that from Smith. The captain steps up with his first ball. Good start to the series with the ball for him. No runs to speak of at this stage, but a wicket in every innings. Economical as well. And he's got Sam Dennis to contend with here, playing in just his second test match. Smith starts with a short one at him. Bit of energy around the side now, bit of noise in the field. Oh, and that's done a bit. Probably a little too short to have Dennis in any real trouble. But good signs of early movement from Smith both ways in this over so far. Looks in good form with the ball. Oh, and he's dropped it. Oh, it's Chapman at gully. Smith so close to 2 in the over, created the chance. It was the outswinger. Oh, and he's put it down. Oh, well, that's relatively soft as chances go in this format. And that's a bit of a waste from Smith. 1 to come. It's been a good over from him. Taken a wicket. Should have had another. Just trying to set the example for the rest of his side here. And that's going to be 4. Dennis gets off and running. That was short and wide. Bit of a hit me ball. Well controlled from Sam Dennis. So, Alex's 11 go to the tea break, having made that vital breakthrough, but still well behind in the game. A brilliant start to this test match for Dan's team. They are 38 for 1 in response to 114 from Alex's team, and they'll be feeling that they've got this game in the palm of their hands. Dan's 11. Join us for the evening session when we'll see if they can extend their lead.